and happy Thursday. I hope you're all doing well. We're back with some more Dark Souls 2. Before we jump in, I guess we can try to jump in as I'm going through my stuff. Just want to remind you guys, this is going to be the last week, or there's only one more week left for the charity event. We have bypassed our first goal already, which is which has extended the anniversary stream from 3 to 6 hours, and our next goal will force me to play Mario Maker 2 for the entire duration. Oh joy. So if we make the goal, then I shall suffer for everyone's amusement. Again, that's just one more week. Exclamation point charity if you want to go to my Tiltify page. Exclamation point food if you want to go to the Food Banks Canada page to check out what they're all about. Alright, I have not done any grinding or anything. I literally just left off, or I'm continuing where I last left off, so this will probably be painful because I don't remember. I remember this guy hits hard and he's got long reach and he's fairly fast, so this will probably not be pleasant, but let's see what we can do. Here we go. Alright.
Please assume.
Oh God. Hello, Batito. Dang it. Oh, come on. I was out of there. Didn't do it fast enough. This guy's face is like a giant butthole. I just looked at it and realized how bad it looks. Not trying to be crude, just saying. Didn't do it fast enough. How are you doing tonight, Potato? I hope you're doing well. The lurks and such. Appreciate the lurks. Hope you're doing well. I imagine you won't be missing much for a while here. It's going to be me dying a lot, so. Oh, I needed to test something.
You stupid.
It works. All right. Comical deaths, yeah. Dang it. Every time. What kind of crap was that? Faster! Oh, we need to go. Oh, that one doesn't have a burst. Okay. I thought he was doing the stabby stab, not the swipey swipe. Nuts. You need that clip of you saying money. Why though? It wouldn't really see much use. I mean, I guess randomly people can mock me as I say it when I come across things in a game. It's hilarious. Well, I mean, I'll see what I can comb through, and if anything jumps out as making me, you know, shake my head, then I know I've hit the right one. I'm so glad I just have to go straight here now, as opposed to having to fight everything all the time. I don't remember if I picked up my souls or not. Guess we'll find out in a moment. I did. Yeah. Ow, ow, get out of there! Ran out of stamina, and then I just forgot he does a third slice. This is literally just about powering through it. Oof. That's all I have to say is just oof. I mean, now that all the obstacles to the boss are gone, I could... How many effigies do I have? 33. Screw it. Yes, that is my cat. Oh, crap. Yes, Petito, we are in for a long, long time. Thank you for redeeming the long version of Lon Law Man. You know, honestly, that's what Dark Souls is missing. Sweet, silky, smooth jazz. I think these games would be even more popular if they had, you know, if they had that jazz. It's just my own personal take, though. Yep. That is Tang. I'm doing so poorly that they stuck a summon sign here. Screw you, game. Okay. Suck it up! That was poorly timed on my part. Dang it! The tracking on some of the attacks are kind of annoying. Are you kidding? Like that? See, the problem now is every time I die, I'm gonna lose a little bit of my max health. Lordy. I guess I just need to get good, as Skip would say. And look, I'm ghoulish again. Well, that's interesting. The summon sign is gone. Oh, is it because I'm not a human anymore? I'm a ghoul? Maybe that's why. Whatever. Let's go die. Oh! Interesting. Ow. I got cocky. Didn't realize I was still in range. I think when he sets his sword aflame, I don't need to keep at range. I might be able to run in and just take the little bit of fire damage that I would normally take. If that's the case, like, magic is only good when, you know, he's about to do his flare or something like that. But the stamina consumption and just the, you know, the speed of my attack is just better if I can get in close and slash at him. Even if I have to take a little bit of minor fire damage to do it. So what is the game of choice this evening, Betito? No! I literally, as soon as I started to swipe, I realized my error. thank God. I did not mean to do 3. What happened to my stamina, dear Lord? Yeah, this one was a lost cause. One too many Estus drinks. Poor timing on my dodges, or every once in a while when you get slapped, a delayed input will execute after you get up, which you wanted to do when you executed it, not after the fact. So usually it leads to you getting hit again. It's great. Don't know yet. My job actually gave me a new laptop for personal use. They're getting rid of old computers to give employees. Oh, that's cool. Like they're replacing their old systems. So you just get a free computer? As opposed to, here's a computer so you can do your work at home as well. Correct. Oh, okay. That's good. Well, I don't know how, you know, how old they are, but hey, free computer, that's awesome. Congrats. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Suck the juice. I literally said I wasn't gonna do that, but whatever. He swings it down just a little longer than I expect. Elden Ring is really bad for that. When you're fighting bosses, they'll have these big wind-up attacks, but then they sit there and they hold it, and like that's not generally, like, I get that people will faint trying to make a, you know, pretend attack, or they'll delay something, but the way that they move is just slightly unnatural if you're actually trying to get any power within your thrust or your swing. I'm also talking about a game whose universe has, you know, ghouls and magic, so what do I know? I don't know. I'm not a fan of unnaturally timed swings. It's just weird. Awesome. seen the dot. How am I not dead? There we go. Now I am. This is gonna be a while, guys. I'm sorry. I got a Surface Pro 7. I have no idea what that is. I'm guessing it's a touchscreen laptop of some sort. Thrusts and swings, you say? Yes. Oh, I don't want to do that. Actually, maybe I do. Let's see how I do with two-handed. I'm not blocking any of these attacks. I'm literally dodging everything. So let's see what happens. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. Come on. You know what's great? Missing your attacks. Come on. Okay. I will take it. It's funny, I literally said that this was going to take a while. Thank you, Patino. And then I get it on my next attempt. All right. Well, I mean, doing it with a two-handed sword definitely helped. Got me the extra little bit of damage I needed to reduce the amount of time I was in here and screw up. Hurrah for victory. So here's the thing. This is not far from a bonfire. And I don't know what's up ahead. Probably more doom. So I'm going to run back. Spend my souls. And then we will confront the doom. How long did that take me? It took me about half an hour. Yeah, that's not too bad. For me. Alright, let's head to Majula. below there?
Bearer of the curse, seek less.
Worst part is, or not the worst part, the funny thing is this is only going to be like 2, maybe 3 levels. What was I working on? Oh, yeah. Extra health. Kind of want to put up endurance more now after that fight. Just to have a bit more endurance, but, actually, there was a few things I was deciding on. Attunement. Yeah, I only got 2 levels. For the moment. Funny, I haven't put any into adaptability. Maybe I should do that someday. I mean, I've been reliant on swords as well as my magic, so maybe getting my dex and int up to 40 each isn't a terrible idea. Having extra stamina is not a terrible idea either. Alright. I'll get endurance up to 30, and then we'll decide between dex or intelligence after that. Or maybe more health. Maybe I'll run into something that makes me wish I had more health. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yep, thank you, Petito. For anybody that was not here at the beginning of the stream, there are the links for my Tiltify page or the Food Banks Canada website. If you want to check that out. Alright. Sure. I like big bars. Can never go wrong with big bars, right? Crap. What do I need? 19.3 and I have 17.8, so I need about 1,500. I got 2,000 instead. Alright, cool. We'll spend the rest on arrows. I spent a lot of arrows trying to get through there. There it is. Yeah, 323. I had like 600 or something at one point.
Bearer, seek less.
There we go. Oh, it's only 468. It's not as many as I thought. Hey, 46 more arrows. It's 46 more arrows.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Beautiful. Okay. Did I ever... I think it's a resource in here. Yeah, I think we're good. I remember I wanted to make a point of upgrading this last stream. I just don't remember if I did it. I must have. Alright, let's head back to Threshold Bridge. We'll see what's beyond the Smelter Demon. Good evening, level 1. I hope you're doing well. This game is indeed harder than Dark Souls. That's new. What is this? Why is this here? Like, I see Buddy here. Is this a player? Why is it dragon? It's a giant eye. Dragon King Omega 1. That's a player. I don't care. Alright. Now I'm curious to know if other... Can you customize the sign that would be left on other people's worlds? Would that have been for a... Hello? Oh, it's this guy again. I have no stamina. Dear Lord. Don't punch him with your fireball hand! That wasn't bad. And I'm gonna die. Why is this dude here? Okay, cool, you killed me. I keep forgetting, he's called the Pursuer, isn't he? But seriously though, why is he here? Excuse my cat. Souls Curious? I don't know what that means. Probably Covenant thing? Oh, I missed the kill. Reload the save. Reloaded! Death equals delete. I will never play a Dark Souls or a Soulsborne game in Iron Man mode. No. Never. Also, welcome on in, Diversion. I hope you're doing well. I think his name is Pursuer. Yeah, I know he's the Pursuer, but why is he there? If he's there again, I'm just gonna run by him. He's tanky as balls, and he doesn't really yield enough souls to be worthwhile. Plus, I've killed him at least twice now at this point. Tank's giving hints. Is that what it is? Like, I don't need to lose more. Yeah, there he is again. Give me my 8 souls. Like, I lost some max health because of that. Not worth it. No matter what it drops. Interesting. Porcine shield. It's a pig face. A strangely porcine shield. The pig head looks eerily authentic, but is an imitation. Though the shield's defensive capability is ordinary, it may spook an unsuspecting foe. Well, unless I want to slap people with it, it's really not worth using. So, alright, I have a pig face shield. Cool. There is a bonfire here. Now the real fight begins. So, I haven't seen any of his videos in a while, but there's a YouTuber that I used to watch. I should catch up and see if he's still posting videos or not. His name is Mitten Squad, and he likes to go through like Bethesda games and just like break them by doing like challenges to see if he can beat them in really bizarre ways. Like Fallout 3, can he beat Fallout 3 as a baby? You know, just weird stuff like that. And that's like a catchphrase of his. And now the real fight begins. Anyways. Ironhearth Hall. Cool. Let's see what this is. I'm just up here. This place again, yeah. Oh! Yeah. So that was literally just a lead to a fire or a bonfire that was a little closer. It took me to the... I did not have to fight that guy in any way, shape, or form. I was already here. Essentially, that was a waste of time. Alright, sorry, let me catch up. What if you just got to put on an Iron Man suit? I'd go for that. Depends on how fast I could go. If I could go as fast as Iron Man as well, then yes, I'm all for it. If I move like the Tin Man from, you know... Oh god, I can't think of it. Wizard of Oz? No, I don't need that. That's fine. Maybe he's pursuing you? Is in Iron Man mode playing drunk? Maybe. Some Iron Man players play drunk. Probably. Might be wrong, but the pig shield was a handful of shields that won design competition. You don't want to go too fast. Make it at least 4 minutes. 4 minutes? God, you guys ask so much. Right. Then there was that guy that I cheesed. Well, if he can make it through that, he can definitely make it through that. So let's get rid of this guy. Not that one. You know what? Sure. You're not dead. Alright. Let's fight the incredibly tough-looking dude with the big stick. Turns out my panic might have been for nothing. I forgot how heavy Soul Spear can hit. Alright, this is new. More fire.
My penis is tingling right now.
More penis. I'm seeing a severe... Oh. Okay. I literally just passed a bon... Oh. Is that to make me feel silly for beating the boss? I could have just... You spent the... face key, whatever the... What are they called? Pharaoh's Lockstone and gotten the bonfire that way instead? Do I want it? Like, it's not far from the other one, and the other one's not far from the first one. Why are there so many bonfires in this area? It's weird. Skip, welcome on in. How you doing? Happy Thursday. There's a meme going around where guys make women do something for 2 to 3 minutes. Thanks. I know. Then the ladies say, I'm sorry, honey, 3 minutes is a very long time. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Yeah, I decided that, you know, I've played Dark Souls enough now. I needed something like that. So, I'm sure, Skip, you will probably use it the most. But it's there for all. Is that my next boss? Well, I'm not going to spend a lockstone key just to get a bonfire that's literally like 50 feet from the other one. Oh, there is a lot of dudes here. Oh, I don't like this at all. Well, there goes a crystal lizard. And there goes an arrow to my face. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks, game. I appreciate you. Oh. Cool. Okay, there's gotta be a way to traverse this without, like, the first Dark Souls had a ring that you had to put on. It wasn't fire resistance. It was literally like lava walking. There's gotta be something similar for this game, right? Because there's way too many chests and items on flaming stones. It's really weird. Alright, let's see if we can run and jump over this thing. Hey, we actually did it. Patiently waits for Panda to walk off a ledge. Oh, don't worry, it'll happen. There are a lot of bonfires here because this is where they invented marshmallows. Are we going to be able to make s'mores? Oh, that makes me happy. The configuration of all this does not make me happy, though. What is all this? Hey, you. Come play. Dang it. This is very bizarre. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, because why not? Sure. pull the switch, that gets lowered and more people attack me? Is that the idea? Uh-oh. I didn't think this through! Come on. Thanks for making it easier for me, friend. Alright, there you are. Ah, you're just the katana wielder. That's fine, let's do this. And there's the catch. I guess you're supposed to guess as to which ones fall. I have no idea what triggers it. Is it length of time? Ah, whatever. Let's pull the switch. I meant to see what the thing was first, but okay. Oh. Yeah, I can do that too. Miss me. Oh, I just realized that blocks off the flaming rock chest thing. Or does it? Does it go low enough? I can't tell. Oh, still looks like you could scooch under there. I don't know. Come on.
That's what she said.
I mean, I have to know. Oh, there's an upper level. Okay, fine. What did she say? Bizarre or Bazaar? What do you think of Kojima making Death Stranding 2? The one reliable thing about Kojima is that he never makes the same game over and over again. It might be like I've never played really much of the Metal Gear games, the Metal Gear Solid games, but I do know that there was enough differences in each one of them for them to be like their own thing. So I'm hoping that that'll happen. I have not even touched the first one. I am interested in it for the story. I'm not interested in being a UPS delivery man in the post-apocalyptic, world of wherever. So I'm sure at some point I'll play it, but it's not high on my priority list. I've seen the teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it, for the second one. And it looks like Sam is much older, so I don't know if you would play as him or not. I'm intrigued to see what he's going to do with it as a result. Like I said, he's very artistically inclined, so he's going to take it somewhere different, I imagine. And I am curious to know where that would be. Dang it. Oh, hello. Did you get involved in the Death Stranding hype at all? Are you a fan? More ladders. No! Oh, thank God. Destructive Great Arrow. Oliver the Collector. Why, Oliver? What did I do? Are you done? Oh, you didn't die from that. Can't believe I had to waste my other soul spear on a friggin'... There seems to be a lot of those. I didn't even get a chance to enjoy... What did I get? Destructive Great Arrow? Does it blow up? Great arrows with intricately crafted tips designed to destroy equipment with impact. Bravery does not necessarily entail going head-on with a foe, especially if they have better armor than you. Use these arrows and grind them down from afar. Ah, okay. That's less exciting. That is a very impactful damage. That's also a great arrow, though. Interesting. What is this place? How many stones do I have? Is it just a normal consumable? I don't know what they look like, so I'm just relying on the name. Well, they're not my soul list, I know that much. Dear God, I got a lot of souls. One. Yes, it is a consumable, and I have one. Okay, it's just a square. I mean, it makes sense. It kind of goes in the mouth of that thing, so it makes sense that it's shaped that way. So I have one. nothing to read here. I can't go back in. Uh-oh. Try luring it out and then stabbing it in the back. I can't go back down the ladder. That was really stupid of me. So I'm guessing that's to go back. Trio? Oh no. Where am I going? Well, I'm surprised I did that well. There we go. That was weird. That was also weird. I'm almost out of magic, dang. Alright, another decision I'll have to commit to. Maybe. Simpleton Spice. Whoop-de-doo. Titanite Shard times 5. Fire Arrow times 30, okay. Alright, these ones don't look as devastating to go down, thankfully. Black Knight Great Axe. Okay. Cool. Still looks like you could scooch under there. Oh, that's what she said. Okay. Metal Gear games are remakes of the previous game. He's gonna take it to Australia. Wait, are you being serious? Because I didn't know he disclosed any more information beyond what was in the trailer. Teaser, whatever you want to call it. And I take it you're not a Metal Gear fan then? Because the fans that I've talked to, who have not yet convinced me that I should play them, by the way, they've told me, like, I mean, basic core mechanics are obviously the same because it is still a Metal Gear Solid game, but each iteration is different enough from the last that doesn't feel like you're playing the same thing over and over again. Just the tip. I'm trying to remember what I said that resulted in you saying that, Patino. Here! Ring required ahead, therefore try forest. I feel like somebody's about to, like, emerge out of the wall or something. Torch, okay. Visions of ranged battle. I hear the pitter-patter of footsteps. Oh. Maybe it's just the chains. Yes, kindly keep looking at me while I shoot you in the face. Thank you. Appreciate that. There's the other one. Because you knew there was more than one. This one's going to be less easy to get to. Oh, I'm going to die, aren't I? $25K souls. Hurrah for Fogwall! What now? Now here's the question. Can I get down here without jumping in the lava? Covetous gold serpent ring. Gold ring depicting the snake, both the servant and the manifestation of the god of desire, Zinder. Greed is traditionally viewed as a vice, but only a coward sees every chance as something to fear. So I'm assuming it's a better version of the silver one? Fallen foes are more likely to drop items. Oh. I don't care about that. Try torch. Why? Why would I try torch here? Oh, lordy. I thought I was going to fall off the edge there. Try jumping. Nah, I'm good, thanks. At least for the moment. Hurrah for comfort, and then visions of control. Oh, Foggate. Hurrah for revenge. Try fleeing and then fire. Traverse the mist from behind. Awesome. it's at this level. That's okay. I never actually went down here. Is there anything over here? Like, is there any reason why I'd want to? Ah, screw it. I'll just go. No. No, there isn't. I really want to spend these souls now. Oh, dear Lord. Come on. Okay, I know I was mocking it before, but part of me wonders if I actually should open up this bonfire. No, I won't. I will go this way, though. Yeah, it's literally right here. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, okay. So I guess the game is just being generous. It's a tougher area. Hey, you can fight a boss and get a bonfire a little closer. Or you can spend a lockstone and get a bonfire a little closer.
Bearer of the seek less.
63, 61. Leave. Alright. Let's head back, I guess. I showered, I'm back. Welcome back. You missed me contemplating something really dumb. Well, it turned out to be really dumb by the time I figured it out. This is the only downside.
You stupid.
Thank you. Alright. Large. I like them large. I need more large. Oh, hi. I don't know why I picked it up. I knew it was going to be something I didn't need. I did it anyway. cool. Alright, let's see if we can lure this guy into the friggin' lava again. No, not him. Come on. That's not it. Oh, thanks, random great arrow guy. Archer, that's the word. Weird how he stopped. Oh. That's because it's not him. Dang it! There we go. 19.9. Come on. Did I get hit? Oh, whatever. It worked. Let's see if he can come here without triggering anything. Stop. Yes, he can. Oh, I still have the crates. Okay, good. Yep. Oh! See, that's what I mean. I got hit. Like, there was a solid 2 seconds between when I hit the trigger to pull back the bow and when he actually fired, because he got slapped in the chest, dodged, and then fired. The dodge was me trying to dodge the getting slapped in the chest part. Sorry, where am I at here? I'm all clean now, bask in my freshness. Oh my god, I love that phrasing. Sent you a message on Arma's Discord? Okay. I'll take a look after the stream. Panda FF16, FF7R2 next year. Has FF7R2 been confirmed for next year? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go spend my soul. Sorry, guys. Let's be honest, I'm not good at this game. I need all the help I can get. If there's a level sitting there waiting for me, I'm gonna take it. There we go. Only 59 left. Nice. It's almost like that was intended. My green stamina bar is almost as girthy as my red health bar. Well, I mean, technically it is more right now. If I humanized myself, I'd have more max health, but... Alright. Let's get rid of this guy first, actually. We could probably save 2 casts. Just fight him normally with a sword. I don't need to fight that one anymore. Bye. I just double checked and it looks like it is. It says winter next year. Oh, that is awesome. So June we get FF16, and then this time next year we're gonna get a FF7R. And maybe, just maybe, I'll have my PS5 by then. Doubtful, but maybe. Alright. Into the face you go. It really wants me to know that that one's up there. I get it. God, why do these yield so many souls? Let's save the big one for by the former fog gate. That'll suffice. Level, will you be playing FF16 when it comes out? I know you're not really as big an FF fan as you used to be, but I don't know what your stance is on newer Final Fantasy games. Oh, right. Stop moving. really mock them for their curved arrows, because apparently mine does it too sometimes. Wait, what just happened? Somehow I lost lock. Alright. Actually, I forgot I could just do that. A for effort. So you reliably drop them. I do like that a lot. Alright. Let's pull this bad boy down. Meet up with our friend up here. I forgot how fast this one shoots. There we go. Alright, now let's finally explore that area, shall we? You're gonna have to have a PS5. I don't think either are coming to PS4. That's what I would expect, yeah. Somebody else I'm forgetting, is there? Oh, there's pressure plates. Okay, I didn't see that before. I thought they were just dropping whimsically. This is very curious. Yeah, we're getting to that point in the life cycle now where they're finally going to start phasing out the previous generation. Despair required ahead. I need to have despair. Awesome. Destroy the ring. The one ring that bind them. Oh god. Rude. I'm dead. I am dead. In the lava I go. Of course. Of course. There would be another enemy nearby. This is what happens when you admire the scenery, like, at all in a Dark Souls game. You just die. Not sure if it comes out. 15 was a disaster? What do you mean? I've never seen them drop. I was wondering how you did that. Oh, lower the plates? Yeah. They'll make FIFA games for PS4. Oh, until 2030. No, probably not. I don't think EA would bother wasting money ensuring that a game runs on a system that no one ever uses anymore. Like, with the PS5 being backwards compatible mostly with PS4 games, there's no reason to keep making PS4 games. The only reason why I think the multi-platform releases, like from current and past gen, was because most people couldn't even get their hands or wouldn't get their hands on a PS5. Once the availability finally, stops being an issue, as is the cost, That'll phase out less. I just realized I don't need to kill this guy. Or that guy, but okay. I haven't had to climb down the ladder, like, at all, so I may as well stop wasting the spells. Oh, alright. Of course! Now, let's try that again. I'm bad enough at this game. I don't need to be losing health unnecessarily. Like that. Maybe I should just stick to using the, magic. There we go, finally. Ironclad armor. Not saying I'm gonna wear it, but I want to see it. Provides high defense, but it's so heavy that it requires great strength to move. 14 is the only requirement you need? Oh, come on. Ironclad soldiers were minions created by the old Iron King, their life granted by an enchantment of souls. By now, this is again an iron husk and fit to wear. Once the old king could have unraveled the greater mysteries with the aid of his great soul, but he was led astray by his enormous fortune, becoming nothing more than a vulgar hedonist. Nullifies foes' critical hits. I wonder if mine has an effect. It does not. It's soft leather. That's its effect. It's just soft leather. Nope, I'm not gonna do it again. Why? Why did he do the shield punch thing? I didn't make that motion, but apparently I did. Yep, shield punch an ironclad soldier in the face. Don't do that. You will just die if you do that. Oh, I got too cocky there. That was just dumb on my part. Alright, let's do this guy, I guess, then first. Hey, there we go. I love it when they're dumb. can kindly die now. Seemed like there was another one firing, but it stopped. That was weird. Nope. Not gonna do it again. Oh, the fire does hurt him. Nice. Alright, so if I can time that a little better, I might... Oh, okay. That works too. Oh, you suck. Okay, that seems to have been everybody. Nah, but wait. Pardon me. They made FIFA 2014 for PS2. I don't know the life ranges of the older systems. It's not generally something I pay attention to. PS2. When did the PS3 come out? Because that seems like it would be like a few years into the life cycle, which, yeah, that makes sense. Too cocky or too dicky? 2007? Okay, wow. Maybe it was easier to port? Why, game? Why? I don't know. They still have to physically make the copies. So there's still an expenditure there. So I assume it must have been worthwhile for them to do it for so many years. So I guess, yeah, if the money's there, I mean, the more copies they make, the more loot boxes they can sell, right? So... Oh, there you are. Seriously, where are you coming from? Oh, right. I came from up there. I should know that that's a thing. Because I'm stupid. Oh, God. No! I don't like the big guys being in small corridors. Especially when there's lava, like, right out here. Oh, I don't like this at all. Ambush ahead. I believe you. Dude, you could literally hop over there. Like, it's literally at chest height. You could literally just put your hands and vault over. But alright, let's trigger things. Let's see what happens. It's a literal guillotine. This is where logic and game logic don't agree with one another. PS4 came out in 2013. Oh, wow. Okay. Now you know how women feel. Big guy in small corridor. Dang it. One slice. One slice. That's all you get. Or I can just do that. That works too. Ambush ahead, fatty. Oh, what is this? Bonfire ahead, therefore try ladder. 272. Alright, you might be trustworthy. Oh, they're not even timed correctly. Where is this ladder of which you speak? Alright. That wasn't as bad as I expected. Oh, hello. God, I'm getting like old school God of War vibes right now. Nah, not yet. Oh. I should have guessed. I honestly should have guessed. Climb up. Oh, ladder! I was expecting it to go down, not up. Look at my butt wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ladder and then lever ahead. This is not the bonfire I was promised. Do it! Maybe there's more than one ladder. What is this place? Okay, bonfire. Okay. So there's a stage in the very first stage. It's one continuous path. But anyways, if anyone's played the original God of War, like the original for the PlayStation 2, inside the temple, you spend a majority of the game inside the temple, but there's this one boss that you have to fight. It's a giant minotaur, and the area that the giant minotaur is at is very reminiscent of what this place reminds me of. Or what this place looks like, sorry. Like, no lie, I peeked over the edge here and I saw that and I thought it was going to be giant minotaur horns. Head. Yeah, this is clearly some sort of eye slits up there that I'm seeing. I should spend my souls. Gil's idol? Ah. Don't leave her? I don't know what that means. Was there an NPC that I missed? Oh well, she's left.
Bearer of the curse. Seek, lest.
Alright, 30 endurance. I swear it's bigger. The changes for stamina are so subtle.
I'm glad to see.
Yes, I did do it. Okay. Thank goodness. I just had to be sure. Yeah, we literally bought, like, almost everything that you have to offer. Just the consumables I don't care about. Actually, I wonder. Small orange bird temporarily boosts fire defense. How much, I wonder? Like, combined with my fire ring, could I feasibly walk on the fire rocks, flaming rocks, without taking that much damage? Alright, we're gonna take a small break once I figure out where I am. Okay, here we go. Just gonna rest here. Just gonna use the bathroom real fast, and I will return momentarily. Yeah, one sec. Okay, we are back. Apologies for the small delay. Apologies for the bad English. We've got 12K to go. Or 12K to spend. I don't want it to just go to waste. I don't remember what I have left at Trans. I don't remember where he is now. It's been a while since I've been there. There, you. Strayed. I want to see if there's any more sorceries I can nab while I'm thinking of it. Did I kill these that often that they're all gone? Wow.
Well, this very prepare to peer straight into the heart of magic.
Forlorn. Oh, I've been attacked by invading NPC enemies called the Forlorn, so I guess they're related. Either they're him or they're related to him. Absorb souls in place of wear, right? Extends length of spell effect. Ring used long ago in a land that existed where Drangliek does now. Extends length of spell effect. The ancient dragons were once worshipped and blah 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 blah. Okay. So I'm guessing it's talking about strictly buffs. Okay, I got all the usable stuff I can from him. Increases intelligence. 28K! I don't know why I would spend 28K on a ring of intelligence when I could just put it towards intelligence instead. Alright. Yeah, I know. I guess I'll buy more arrows. Actually, I've got some souls in my inventory. Or, actually, even better, I can just go back and quickly grind out from here. So we'll do that super fast. What do I need? 20.5. There we go. Yeah, see, this won't take me long. Oh, actually, yeah. I could also see if I need to upgrade anything. Nah, we'll get the level. What do I even have for stones now? 7 large. No chunks. Nah, we'll get the level. Might as well. I've already gone this far. Uh-oh. Level, have you ever played Neo? Stop looking at those guys. Look at this guy. Only 3. Nice. I think I'm gonna work on intelligence next. Okay, there we go. You know what? While we're here, actually, let's kill a few more. Just because... Oh, I'm out. If I can... increase my equipment crap, I think I will. Let's go for this one first, actually. Come on, friend. There you go. Now you got it. That's the spirit. Plus, I can buy a few extra arrows this way, too. Shoot it! Ah, oh, dang it. I did it again. Beautiful. And we got the farm for some shards as well. Alright, let's head back. We'll get our level. We'll see if we can upgrade anything. And then we'll go to the new bonfire. You have not? Any particular reason? Or are you more of a purist? You prefer Souls-like games from the Souls creators themselves? I was watching a YouTube video on some gameplay for there's a game coming out in late January, I believe it is, called Wulong Forgotten Kingdom, something like that, and it's from the same devs that made Neo, and there was a lot of comparisons that they were making in the video, and I've heard some things about Neo anyways, but overall people seem to like it more than they don't like it, so I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not, like, I'm sure at some point I will be playing it anyways, but I'm curious to know how high of a priority I should make it. You know what, let's just get intelligence back up there. Why not? It is not increasing my weapon damage at all, though. Well, this level isn't. So here's the thing. If I want to do intelligence, I have to commit to 50. Just to see if I can use that staff or that catalyst, whatever. The other option is I keep upping dex. Or I get some more health. Actually, I'm gonna leave intelligence for now, so it's between dex or health. Yeah, we'll do dex. Dex to 35, then maybe some more health. Then we'll get dex up to 40. And then we'll go from there. That's a long time. So a lot of levels to be planned out for. I don't think I have to worry about what's after that anytime soon. Keep forgetting I wanted to upgrade my shield as well. We'll do that later though. Let's make sure the weapons are as upgraded as they can be. No chunks still, can't do that. Or that. Okay. Shield it is. Don't have enough souls on me. What's my shield at? I only need 400.
I'll be around.
Oh my god, it's not enough. Fine, whatever. Okay, that was 400. Alright, so fading is 50. I'll try to remember that. Yes. I'm a fan of your work, what can I say? There we go. Oh, apparently I mathed wrong anyway, so it worked out. Cool. Alright, off to the idol we go. Alright, I am happy with how that worked out. Haven't played any knockoffs yet. You haven't played anything? I'm genuinely surprised by that. So whenever Wulong comes out, you're probably not gonna look at it then? Visions of lava. That is indeed a lot of lava. Alright, let's pull this thing and see what happens. Okay, the fire spurt stopped. I appreciate the lack of fire spurts. Here. Horse. That is very distinctly a minotaur, but okay. Do it. I already read that. Apparently I'm not reading that one. That's fine. I feel like these spiked walls are still going to come out and, like, murder me. Lightning short bow +1. What? that is needed to upgrade, that might not be a bad thing to swap to. Alright, I'll try to remember that I have that. Remember my lightning spear being awesome. So... Oh, hi. And goodbye. Can you? What kind of turtle sewer crap is that? He literally flopped on his back. That is so stupid. I can appreciate that, but still. One of the few weaknesses you think he would have. Nope. I should have enough to take another attack. I have too many games to look at. Anything? Okay, fair enough. Oh, okay, this is kind of cool. Okay, this area must have inspired the, I don't remember the name of the mansion. You know in Elden Ring, the Snake King thing? Where you have to go out and kill other, tarnished? Whatever manner. This, like, the lower parts of that area definitely reminds me of this. Oh, those are chesticles. Like, I can't help but wonder if this inspired that in Elden Ring. Well, I guess I'm fighting a boss. So I may as well suck this back then. God, this is cool. Alright. Let's see how quickly I die. Oh, cutscene. Not used to these. Something's gonna leap out, obviously. Don't like that it's winged. Or huge. God, this is a big girthy boy. Run away! Alright. That goes on for a very long time. Holy crap. I don't know why I went to the bow. I should have tried magic. I didn't pay attention to how close he got. I don't know how feasible it is to melee him. Without, you know, dying horribly, as I usually would do. Well, that worked out, didn't it? Still going. Cool. The other one didn't care at all. That's curious. I want to try my fire attacks on that thing. I know I can handle that better. Oh, God. I don't want to have to climb ladders constantly. Alright. I promise I'll try the boss after this next attempt. You're gonna get canceled? You're insinuating this game inspired anything in Elden Ring? Is that... Oh, right, because people not liking this game. Well, it wasn't an insinuation, actually. It was a genuine question. That's what it reminded me of. I don't know if it was inspired or not by it. There we go. That's what I was expecting. Wonder if I'm gonna have to watch him emerge every time. I didn't see him coming down, so I guess maybe. Oh, hi! Wait, did he punch me through the floor? Wow. That was so bad. Alright, I'll admit that I got smacked pretty good there, but... I mean, the game broke to get me killed there. Like... Dang. Alright, that'll work. God, some of these spells I wish would have more uses. And I know there's ways to increase them, but I mean just by default. Lots of fire, yeah. That was bad. Cool. I like that abilities can go through walls. Oh, alright. Okay, don't like that. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Into the lava. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. It didn't glitch. The game is fine. There's a small gap where I can fall and die painfully in between where I can run around in the wall. So he must have knocked me into there last time. Well, the good news is magic does seem to do a decent amount of damage. Bad news is I still don't know how to fight them that well. Maybe I should have been relying on intelligence. Oh well. Yeah, there it is. That's the gap. Oh, dang. Swallow your juice. Thank you. Alright, this is completely doable. I just need to not make mistakes. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Interesting. Alright, so maybe when he moves over there, I'll try some melee, because, I don't have the cover that I need to dodge those, and I don't have the skill to dodge them just normally, so... I like this boss, though. This is kind of fun, despite dying horribly. Gonna go take dog out and head to bed. Super tired tonight. No worries. Appreciate you swinging by, Skip. Guess I'll see you tomorrow playing Witcher. I missed. I got him that time. It's really finicky. I thought it just kind of like, I guess it still technically shoots out of my hand. But I thought it kind of like sticky bombed itself to whatever you were aiming at and then blew up like a few seconds later. Pardon me. Either that's not the intent of what it does, and I'm just misunderstanding how it functions, or it's failing.
You stupid.
I am stupid. There is that, too. Thanks, Petito. Thanks for reminding me. That was curious. Alright. Fingers crossed, here we go. Okay. could probably be attacking the hand right now. Alright, let's see how this does. Alright. So he's not close enough for me to melee without risking falling in the lava. So I'll have to egg him on to smack the thing and then attack his hands. And enjoy a little bit of fire while I do so. Maybe I could get some melee in when, in the first section. Save myself some spells. Alright, there we go. Oh god, there we go, okay. That was a failure. Already? Dang it. Oh, okay. Oh god, don't get too close. Well, I'm glad Skip left. It's like he could see the future. That went better. If I wasn't dumb, I might have been okay there. I should have ran to the far left, though. Because he always... he arcs it. Like, it's not like he's going to move more in that direction. I don't know if anything that I just said made any sense, but in my head it did, so... Alright. At least we know attacking his arms is not impossible, so this is definitely viable. We just need to stop being bad. Come on. Dang it. Oh, crap. I had the right idea. I just didn't expect the AoE to be so big. Alright. This one should be, I'm not going to say in the bag, but I definitely have a better idea of what I'm working with now. Raw Tune. Long time no see, my friend. Welcome on in. How are you? Just enjoying a little heat. Oh, crap. Fire! Fire! I missed! I missed! Thank you for bringing the party. Okay, that worked surprisingly well. Can't believe I wasted both flame swaths. Yeah, sorry, I guess it has been a while. Yeah, the only command that really works now, aside from anything that's gambling related, is jump scare. Just because I haven't figured out how to get the timing of the audio to the image without making like an MP4 out of it. Which is, I could probably do easily enough, I just haven't yet. But anyways, hi! Try to do that mid-boss fight for old time's sake. Try to do that mid-boss fight for old time's sake. Wait, is this a mid-boss? This is my first time playing, Dark Souls 2, so... Well, that was the image. What happened to the...
motherfucker.
Oh, there it is. Oh, you're trying to do the party panda mid-fight. Okay. Okay, now I understand. You've never enjoyed the nice casual relaxation game that is Dark Souls? Finally, a use for the cookies. I mean, you can gamble. Ah, crap. Alright. Oh, okay. Come on, try to smack me again. Oh, I better not get cocky. There we go. Great. Oh, I got a cookie gasm right there. That one was nice and methodical. I like nice and methodical. Why is it there's always like a big giant boss in fire or lava and they're always methodical? I guess there's really no other way to do it, but never played the first one either, but that didn't stop me from giving LSR bad advice that he took and almost died. I have Demon Souls on PS5, but not started it yet. It sleeps in the backlog, yeah. I know that pain. Recently beat Deliver Us. Oh, Deliver Us the Moon, and it was pretty good. I actually ordered that off of Limited Run. So I've got a physical copy on the way. It's a PlayStation 5 copy, so I'm not playing it anytime soon, but it's there when I do get it. So I'm glad to hear that it's pretty good. It looked it based on the synopsis and the screenshots that I saw. But you have not played a Souls game yet. I'm sure that your mind and your soul probably would thank you. Something. Enemy ahead. Why do I keep getting petrified somethings? An unidentified petrified object, pleasant to the touch despite its looks. A rare and peculiar thing to be certain, but one without a known purpose. I have 5 of them now. They kind of look like eggs. Am I supposed to give them to the guys that want these things? Do they eventually ask for these? Because it's kind of a ridiculous name. Alright, let's go see what the enemy is. Nice. I played on PS5 and got Platinum. Oh, wow. Pretty straightforward, great story, not too long. It struck me as a game that wasn't terribly long, but yeah, that's mostly what I'm in it for, is the good story, so. Be wary of head. Oh no, not head. Sniper ahead. I feel as though I may have been trolled. I did it! What was the rating on those? 203. Same one. 784. Oh, because it said head. Wonder if there's any secret areas here. I mean, we'd be under the lava, so probably not. Oh, it's that! Why does this one look so weak? Oh well, let's do it anyway. What am I even looking at? Oh. Something I can talk to, apparently. Oh, I don't like how you talk.
Then accept the fate of your ilk and face the trials that await you. And yes, you have already joined the Crestfallen. Young Harlow, there are but 2 paths. Inherit
Alright, before we continue to talk to you, let's actually see what's in this other room. Pointless. Did not mean to do that. Berserker Blade. I don't know how easily I'll be able to get back. Fairly easily, it looks like. Close range battle. Well, we made it back. I literally made the same mistake almost back to back twice. Where am I at here? This next year, I'm going to try and complete some of the big ones I've started and got sidetracked on, or not started. Death Stranding, Horizon Zero Dawn 1 and 2, and God of War 1 and 2. I'm assuming by God of War, you're talking like the newer ones that came out, right? Like 2018 God of War and Ragnarok? Not the PlayStation 2 games? I recently started Diablo 3 with a coworker and got into Fortnite last season, so that's been a little gaming I do late at night. I did not know you were into Fortnite. Are you playing no build mode? I find that a lot of people that are getting into it now are mostly doing it because there's a no build mode now. 2018 Ragnarok, yeah, okay. What was your favorite game you beat this year? Oh, Lord. I'd have to look up my list again. Hold on. Luckily, I've got the list on my channel. So, let me see what I beat this year. Favorite game that I beat this year? Oh. I mean, there's a lot that I enjoyed. I don't know if I don't know if I'd be able to isolate it to just one or not. I guess if I had to pick, it would be between probably Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and Oxenfree. Like if given like if I had to choose, and I guess even then I'm still not technically choosing. So if I have to pick one, it would probably be Oxenfree. But like I enjoyed going through the Outer Worlds DLC. I enjoyed Spider-Man Miles Morales a lot. I enjoyed going through Cuphead again. I did enjoy Dark Souls, the first one. Rage 2 was an experience. Costume Quest was a lot of fun too. I enjoyed that one a lot. But yeah, probably Oxenfree if I had to pick. Yeah, no build is my favorite. Solo, duo, etc. Yeah, yeah. I enjoy playing as the. By the way, I'm holding up my shield because I wasn't looking at the screen, and at least it's some sort of defense. I don't know if the same modes exist for no build mode as they do for the regular version of Fortnite, but the few times I've played Fortnite, I used to play on like a team mode, and you just had to, you know, I liked having the flexibility of being able to die so that you would just get resurrected again, and all you had to do was just collect points for your team. I was not terrible at that, but that's about as far as my skill went. Real men play no build mode, and if I played Fortnite today, it would be in no build mode. So being considered a real man is just a perk. I hate the building, but that's just me. It's DLC. So you're telling me this thing is DLC? Because I've already interacted with it once. Alright, let's see what this actually says. Woman required ahead, but trio ahead. Overwhelming like a dream. With water dry and path amiss, woeful temptation is dismissed. Cave ahead. I don't believe you. In the tower of the old Iron King resides a child of dark. God, this is giving Bloodborne vibes. In the tower of the old Iron King. Forbidden is the path to the ancient king's domain. This is, yeah, why is it not red? Well, okay, well, whatever. Trespassers will face adversity befitting a monarch.
Young Hollow, seek after Venric. He who almost became a true monarch. The Venric is certain to guide your way.
I have not heard that name yet.
May we meet again?
Where is your face? So if I touch it again, does he come out? No, he doesn't come out. Okay. Iron Keep on fire. Cool. Well, I'm glad that they have events occur in the game that doesn't always damage you. When that thing erupted out of the ground, I thought for sure I was in for a fight. And at the very least, I was going to take some damage. Nice. Oxenfree is one I played a while back, but never beat. It was pretty cool. I saw they have a sequel. It's not out yet, but it's coming soon, last I checked. Alright. Bonfire has been lit. Yeehaw. No build the same where you can do solo, duo, trio, and quad, and on duo and up you can revive teammates. Yeah, but is there like a team? Like a red versus blue kind of thing where every death or every kill that you get adds to a counter and it's like first to 200? There was a name for the mode. I cannot remember what it was.
You are blessed with a myriad of souls.
I am blessed.
Bearer of the curse, make your way to the castle.
But I'm missing one. I can't make my way to the castle yet. I'm missing a soul. I need 4K. Just admiring all my stat increases. I have nothing in the left third slot, so I like that it still gives me the punching ability. Attack power. So if I punch somebody, I attack with a power of 80. That's great. Alright. Okay, bye. Let me make sure I'm not miscounting here. 1, 2, 3. I needed 4 to get to the castle, so... Am I locked out of it? Am I about to get the bad ending? Did I misinterpret it and I'm going to get the 4th one? Whoa.
Hi. Who are you?
Who are you?
The name's Gilligan. Right? Don't make me say it twice. All right. What do you want? I stock everything that you could possibly need.
You have goods? Learn gesture. Prostration? Oh, we're trying that out. Set up ladder. Is that how you get down there normally? Is by this guy? Like, if you don't get down there at this point? Let's see.
Down that awful hole. You must have lost your marbles. Fine, I'm happy to be of service. You need a ladder then, sure enough. But you'll have to show some generosity.
I'm not spending souls on an area I've already explored. Never mind.
Fine. It's not my business anyway.
I don't care that much.
Oh, I should have listened to the warnings. This place is flipping mental. Huh? No, I wasn't born here. I'm from a wee bit. I'm from a wee bit out west. That's all.
A wee bit out west.
I think I'll settle down for a while. You wouldn't believe the shenanigans that happen in my business. I thought at least here in the middle of nowhere, I could stay clear of, my own pals.
Are you a pirate?
Oh, don't ask me what happened. Discretion, me old chum.
You're a pirate, aren't you?
That gaping hole. Well, search me. It's where the people around here toss all their rubbish. Corpses. You know what. Or whatever they'd rather be rid of. Oh, and those human statues. Who are they supposed to be? Anybody, I suppose. Probably just some old pagan costume. What's it like at the bottom of the hole? Well, why in the hell would I know?
I've explored it already. Why am I asking you this?
Oh, yeah. Somebody told me that the grave of a saint lies below here.
A saint.
Not built by the king, no. It date back to a time long before him. The tomb connects to that hole. And there's something about some rat king down there.
That I found.
Hell, if the old rat is as rich as they say, maybe I should go and pay him a visit.
Yeah, no. Don't do that. Sorry, let me catch up here. So if I touch it again, does it come out? Oh god, Petito. Haven't played that mode. It might not exist anymore. I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. Like, the last time I played it was like my first year of streaming. So this was a few years back. I assume it still exists, but I don't know. You need to go to Shaded Woods. Oh, why? Getting pretty tired in early morning tomorrow to get kids to daycare and start work. I'll try to catch another stream sometime soon. But good catching up, man. Raltoon, it's been great to see you. Yeah. I know that life must be pretty busy for you. So I'm glad that you're able to swing by and say hello. Yeah, hope you're still doing well, and hopefully I'll catch you again soon. Have a good night. Alright, what's your crap? What do you got? Reinforced club. You have claws. You have thief clothing. That's that suspect. Adds bleeding effect to right hand weapon. Oh, okay. Ladder miniature. An ornament depicting a ladder. What? A small ornamental ladder, a quaint little thing, but only for show. This ornament does not seem to have any particular function and should not be worth much, but is sold at an exorbitant price. I feel like I need to buy it. Because it's going to be ridiculous, and I'm going to need it at some point. Yeah, thanks. Hopefully you have a good night, too. Alright, be real with me, level. Is this thing useful in any way? Or is it as useless as the description says? Because I find that in Souls games, when things tell you that things are useless, they're not. If anything, it's the polar opposite. I want the claws. I don't want 11 of them, though. I don't even intend on using them.
Cheers for that.
I just want them. Okay, bye. Alright, I gotta see. By the way, if and when the day comes I ever play Elden Ring, I'm using the hook claws. Oh, that's so lame. I wanted to be Wolverine. Do I need to buy 2? Is that why? That's what it is, isn't it? In Elden Ring, you can just buy, or actually, no, I think I found my hook claw. And when you two-hand it, he just produces a second one out of thin air, and then you're dual-wielding them. It's great. The miniature is the ladder down? Okay, that's weird. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my sword. There it is. Alright, let's exhaust your stuff.
Oh, I should have listened to the warnings.
Oh.
Seems you wouldn't believe. That gave it home. It's where.
Okay, so it's all the same.
What? Oh yeah. Somebody. Oh, I should have.
Yeah, okay.
You wouldn't.
No! Alright.
Hi. Where are you off to now?
I'm being rude, I'm sorry.
I'm glad to see you safe. Take a look at my wares.
Well, that's kind of creepy. Mask of the Lost Sinner increases equip load. The spikes pointing inward suggest that this was not only used to bind prisoners, but to torture them as well. Dang. Smelter Demon. Okay, so this guy has armor from enemies that you've, or bosses that you fought. That's cool. Okay, bye.
Open for business.
So here's the kicker. I don't remember where the door was to the gate. Oh, it's the pigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah, yes. There is something I wanted to tell you. I was born in the land of Mira.
Okay.
Mira is also the home of an infamous killer, a knight in name alone. He was locked in the dungeon for multiple murders, but shortly before his execution, he managed to escape. And the other day, I saw a fellow with a striking likeness, and then, wait. Well, I think he looked rather similar. No, it's true. I saw just such a man, I swear. I believe his name was Cray something. I believe.
Oh, it's the guy I freed.
They shared some resemblance, I think.
I know who he's talking about. Oh, God. He's... Where the moths were hiding out in the trees. That area, I don't remember what the name of the area is called now. Yeah, I know what he's talking about now. Crayston, maybe?
More flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it. Did you see the flame on the map? It wasn't there when I came here before. I don't know what explains it.
Giant. Lesser foe, ally. Torch beast. I don't remember this being here. Fascinating. In Shaded Woods, one of the paths leads to that ogre. That's your next destination. To that ogre. Is that the, So there was a door, early when I started playing this game, there was a door that said I needed the king's crest to enter. And it was guarded by somebody who was trying to attack me. Is that what you're talking about?
I'd given you up for dead.
You don't have the crest yet. I didn't think so. How many souls do I need to level? Sorry. $5,000. Okay. Okay, so I have questions here. So at the beginning of the game, or at least early when I started playing this, I thought they said that I needed 4 souls to be able to enter to the king's, or to be able to get to the king's castle. Are you directing me to the 4th soul that I don't have yet? Or am I misremembering? Because again, like, I only have 3. I don't remember if it was you or somebody else, but I was fighting something that apparently gets eaten by a dragon or gets possessed by a dragon soul, and that's how you're supposed to get it, but I already fought that boss before it happened, so... Towards a bunch of soldiers. Oh, alright. I guess I'll speculate next time then, or off stream. I'm going to grind a little bit just to get my level off stream. We are over midnight, over a 3-hour mark, so let's... Actually, you know what? We'll listen to Majula music. I'm probably not going to turn this off yet after I'm done streaming. I'll probably just get enough souls to level, so... I think it's the left side path. You're talking like that? Shaded Woods is that. I'm pretty sure Shaded Ruins is where I had to fight the ghosts. Old Akalair. I don't remember that. Oh, yes, I do. That's where, she was. At the top of the screen there. She was blocking the path that led into an asylum or a prison that eventually led to a bonfire that's in Old Akalair. If memory serves. Ruined Fork Road. I mean, it's called Fork Road. There's probably more than one route to take, so yeah, you're probably right. But we will check that next time. That will be Sunday. Yeah, it's Thursday, so Sunday. So let's just bring up the next... There we go, perfect. So just a reminder to everybody, this is the last week, the final push for my charity event. If you want to see me suffer horrendously at Mario Maker 2 for my anniversary stream next month, this is the way to do it, because I'm not going to play the game otherwise. So one more week for that. Also, in one more week, I go on my Christmas holidays. So, yeah, I will be taking off a couple of weeks to spend the holidays with friends and family. Mentally recharge, all that good stuff. And I think that's it for the announcements. For anybody that is also not aware, there's a new follower emote. It's Tang, my cat, face palming. And there's a new channel redemption, which I'm sure some of you have heard, which calls out my goofiness when I'm goofy in the game. So, yeah. Alright, I'm done rambling. That's it for the announcements. Is there anybody that we can raid? Let's take a quick look here. Sir Alan is playing World of Warcraft. Oh man, seriously is playing RE Village. Fading Josh is apparently on. I thought he was done in November. That's curious. And level 1, you are also streaming. Alright, well, level, I have to raid you. You've done a lot to help out here, so if you can hear me, yep, here we come. Alright, Batito, thanks for hanging out. Anyone else that's been in chat, thank you as well for lurking and chilling. We'll be back on Saturday with some Horizon Forbidden West. And we'll be back on Sunday with some more Dark Souls 2. Maybe we're reaching the end? I don't know anymore, but yeah. We're making progress anyway, so yeah. Have a good night, guys. And hopefully I'll catch you next time. Take care.